What's up, guys? It's your boy TPP with that true crime talk. We're gonna change up the intro a little bit. See if I drop that name that might be a little sus for some people or sus for the algorithm. See if that helps me out. So that's how we'll give it a test run on a couple videos, and that's how I'm gonna open up, guys. But anyways, if you haven't already, can you smash that like? And definitely, if you haven't done this, can you smash that subscribe? Because it's showing about 60% of my viewers out of returning viewers and stuff aren't subscribed. So I'm not sure what y'all are doing. Super easy to do. It's free. It's literally free. You just subscribe. If you want, hit that notification bell and it'll let you know when I have new videos dropping. Absolutely free, and you help me out big time. Trying to get to that 1K mark. I mean, not a big ask at all. Not a big ask. Just please help me out. Smash the like, smash that subscribe, and help your boy. All right, guys, let's jump into the topic for this video. Topic for this video is day 4 of that Scot Peterson trial. Not to be confused with the evil dude that, unalived his wife and kids and stuff, but we're talking about the other Scot Peterson out of Broward County. Scot Peterson, aka the Broward Coward, the individual that, the RSO, the guy that was supposed to be in charge of security, the officer, right, that's supposed to be in charge of security during the heinous, school shooting that, a certain school shooter with the last name Cruz did. All right. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, the first day was rough. There was some stuff that was played. The first day was rough. And day 3, they played some stuff that was rough to listen to. But today, on day 4, oh man, let me tell you, dude. Every one of the responding officers that came into contact with Scot Peterson, they're all saying the same thing. This man did not do a damn thing. He kept himself safe, and he did not respond. He didn't respond like an officer at all. He didn't. He didn't run towards the fire. He didn't run to eliminate the threat. And it's just completely apparent with every single officer that has taken the stand that dealt with him that day or seen him that day, the man did nothing. He did absolutely nothing. It's insane. Now, today we had a teacher take the stand, a witness, and we also had another law enforcement agent that had taken the stand. And their testimonies were absolutely heartbreaking to listen to. Especially the teacher, man. It was very hard to listen to. I mean, she witnessed dead bodies. She witnessed colleagues, children that she knew, dead. She heard the screams of "help me" from one of the children that had been shot. And granted, I'm using children, they're, teenagers and stuff, but they're children. She got hit, and it kept her composure as to not freak the children out that she's trying to help save. Man, it's just the emotion and the details in that testimony, dude, were heartbreaking. They were absolutely just, man, if you have a soul, dude, it was very hard to watch. This trial's been rough because you're either left with emotions of like just heartbreak and just, it's unimaginable. So you're either left with this heart-wrenching, heartbroken feeling of despair and just sadness for these people and for the victims and the families and everything, as you're listening to this like teachers and people that had to bear witness to this tragedy and be a part of it, or you're left with a feeling of just straight anger and disdain as you're hearing law enforcement officers who got to that scene as fast as they could and did it as much as they possibly could to try to get there to neutralize it before anybody else was killed. And to hear in their voices, like the sadness in their voices that they could not get there faster and do anything to stop any of the stuff that had happened. The fact that everything had already subsided by the time they got there, but obviously they didn't know that. So they're all trying to get in and do what they can. So to see them responding this way and to know that there was a officer, Scot Peterson, the guy who's in charge of security on that campus, to know that he was there from the beginning and he had a firearm and he did not run towards the fire. He did not try to go into the building. He did not try to neutralize the threat. It's absolutely insane. It's like the officers that showed up on the scene are giving a time frame of 35 to 45 minutes where they witnessed him not move from his position, while the rest of them are trying to literally either go in and clear, be a part of the team that's clearing the building, why they're thinking that there's a shooter inside, or if they couldn't be a part of the team that's clearing the building, they're watching the windows. They are preparing to take this shooter out, to neutralize this threat. It's heartbreaking, and it's frustrating. It's angering. I don't know, man. It's a rough trial, guys. I ain't gonna lie. It's a very rough trial to watch because it's just a reiteration, witness after witness, of either victims, surviving victims, kids that have been shot up. Listen to their stories. It's either that or it's law enforcement taking the stand, witnesses that were there that got there obviously after the shootings were over, but literally didn't realize that the suspect had already fled, and they're trying their best to get in to neutralize the threat and to stop anything else from happening. So it's so sad. And one of the officers, the detectives that was at the LE's department when they all got the call, and his son was at the school, and to watch the emotions rolling over him as he's testifying to how the day went, it was something else, man. It was so hard to watch. I mean, this man, he literally, you could tell he was having a hard time remembering all the details, because the moment he heard what was happening and where it was happening, he automatically, my son's there. I mean, this man flew out to his car, his patrol car, didn't put his vest on, didn't get his gun prepped. He literally was trying to get to the school as fast as possible, got there, then threw the vest on, grabbed the gun, and then tried to go and neutralize the threat, try to go save people. And literally the whole time he was there, he was trying to be of optimal use, trying to figure out what the best way was to be of assistance. Can you just stand there and hunker down? I mean, my Lord. I definitely, I can tell you right now, like, I don't think we're going to even see a 3-hour deliberation on this. I think that, Scot Peterson's going to get hit with a guilty on every one of the charges that are levied against him. There's no excuse for it, man. There's just no excuse for it. And like I said, I approached this trial with a clean, open mind. And I actually was thinking, like, man, this kind of seems like one of those situations where they got to pick somebody that's at fault and throw them under, that bus. And, somebody's just got to take the blame for this. But that's not even what it is. I mean, this man literally refused to do his job. He's and it's not like he's just some security guard. I mean, he's literally an officer. He's literally the head of security there. Like, he's not some new cop. He's got experience. So for him not to do what every other cop that showed up was willing to do, and that's to run towards the fire to neutralize the threat, it's so cowardly. So that name that, everybody's given him, the Broward Coward, I mean, it's fitting. It's fitting. If you're going to take that position, you're going to go into law enforcement or the military, one of those positions where it's all about protecting and serving and stopping bad guys. How are you going to take a position at a school with a soft target, right? Where there's nobody but you to defend these children if some crazy stuff pops off. And the moment it does, you're not going to do anything. You're going to run to figure out where it's coming from. And the moment you figure out where it's coming from, you're not going to run in. You're going to hunker down somewhere else and try to stay safe out of sight. Like, it makes no sense, man. I don't understand it. How do you make it that far into law enforcement with that much experience, put yourself in a position to guard children, and then when it's go time, this is literally what you've trained to do. Literally trained to do this. Had drills at the school training to deal with this exact situation, and you're not going to go into action. It makes no sense. So anyways, guys, that's about all I got on this. If you're not watching the trial, honestly, probably not a great trial to watch. It's very repetitive. It's a lot of the same information being spoke on, but all of it is literally heartbreaking and infuriating. So if you're not watching it and you're just watching my videos to just get caught up on what's going on with it, that's literally all that's happening. It's just more police officers testifying that this man didn't do his duty, and it's more surviving victims testifying on what they went through that day, and it is absolutely heartbreaking. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up, you guys. You know what I mean? Like, as soon as I got some more information on it, I'll go ahead and update y'all. But until then, it's your boy, the Piscine Predator. Much love, y'all. I'm out. Peace.